Okay, here we go. We're back. It's the 23rd of July, 2026. I am up today on the day $672 taking one trade. Absolute banger of a trade, absolute banger of a trading day today. I followed the plan I had literally perfectly. I was really happy with the trade. Bias for the day. So I had a short bias, just being that we're in negative gamma. We had this low volume node here. We had, I think, a couple more areas. We also had this area here, like lot of zone. Lot. First of all, the overnight range was huge. Like, look at this overnight range. This is a giant overnight range. 586 points, way bigger. I feel like a lot of these this week, the overnight ranges we've been having are just gigantic. So I'm looking for continuation today. Right now, that means continuation short. The only thing I had marked off was this right here, this low, because I figured, oh yeah, so it's already been taken here. When I got on the charts, it wasn't taken yet, so I had that marked off as like a target. And then this low, if we want to get down here, I did have it marked off, but I didn't really think we were going to today because I thought we definitely have to see some sort of retrace after this move down, coming into the morning. So that low gets taken, right? Like immediately. Let me play this. So that low gets taken, that external low there. And there is basically a great long that makes sense here. On the 30-second, this is like one of those market open swing trades. I did not take this long because I wanted to follow the plan I had, which was to take a continuation trade today. So obviously right here we have this 30-second inverse gap. This is going to be a banger of a long. Like, I pretty much knew this was going to play out to this low volume node. Good risk reward, like really good trade. The trade I ended up taking was actually even better though than this. So this could have been a trade. I didn't want to take it. I didn't want to take a long if we were in a negative gamma environment after that move down. I gotta pause this here because we're getting up into this zone. So we're getting some down candles. This is the classic like New York Open retrace. Like whenever New York opens and it retraces, it moves, but like it kind of chops a little bit too. And yeah, just looking at this. So okay, so here we go. So this is already where I'm looking. So a couple things about this level. So this is value area low of the daily, and it's also going to be value area low of the weekly, I believe. Why is the weekly? I think it ends up overlapping here. I'm not 100% sure. Or I thought this was another. I swear this was like value area low of the 3 month as well. I was actually already in the trade by this point. So I took this trade right here. You can see the tape speeding up here on this bar right here. This is where I took the trade, and on Bookmap there was a big seller that had just entered here. So I actually entered right here. My stop was really tight. I honestly fucked up my risk a little bit on this trade. So my stop was insanely tight. I don't think it was this tight because this was at 1 to 2.7. Maybe I didn't enter here. I think I had a little bit lower entry because my stop was like right here. This was about what the trade was. So um, yeah, really tight stop. I fucked my risk up, and definitely should have entered with less contracts here. But it's okay. The setup was pretty decent. So on the 5 minute, we have buyers getting absorbed here. Yeah, you can see it pretty clearly. We wicked above this value area low zone, and we're getting sellers engaging. Like, I don't have Bookmap up here, but we had a very large seller entering. It was on this wick of this candle. So normally I'd look for this 1 minute gap to inverse. We don't have any CVD or anything, but I just entered off the aggression, and I entered off the tape speeding up and everything. And this ends up just moving pretty much almost immediately here. So here I'm already at break even here. Now for targets, like the reason I was targeting this level specifically, and I actually ended up bottom ticking this level, I originally was going to target this low right here for a 1.5. Still a good risk reward, like still a trade I would take. But my reasoning for actually targeting here was it's basically the delta. So there's high sell delta here. I figured if price gets there, sellers are going to continue to sell at that level. And the reason I targeted here is because this is where there's high buy delta. So buyers are likely to step back in there. And I was right. Sellers ripped through here. Um, yeah, I mean, not really much to say about this. Just kind of rips. And um, I'm out of the trade in, 5-10 minutes. Great trade. I followed the plan, right? Um, I don't know if this is going to keep going down. Right? I really didn't think we were going to get down like to this low, so I think this was a great target. It actually was. I mean, I know it is because this ended up just like bottom ticking this and then going back up. So buyers did step back in here, and we made like a CBD too. We made a bullish CBD. It's coming up, but this is actually a good spot to long from. So out of the trade here, absolute banger of a trade. Definitely the best trade I've taken in probably the last like 2 or 3 weeks, honestly. Like this was just such a banger, such a good entry, such a good exit. Um, I was really happy with this one. Following the plan, again, negative gamma, like trend continuation on the higher time frame, like everything aligned for this trade. So that's gonna be it for the day. This week's now looking really good for me. So hopefully we can keep this momentum into Friday.